Hi, welcome back to Thrive America. I'm your host, Brent Brooks, and I'm joined by Bill King. Bill King is the CEO and co-founder of Axiom Franchise Advisors. Bill, thanks for coming on Thrive America.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Brent.
Bill, tell us a little bit about what it is that your company does.
Well, probably the easiest way to describe it in just a few words, we're like a dating service for entrepreneurs, but I think our results are less disappointing. We help entrepreneurs find the most appropriate, most suitable franchise opportunity for them to invest, own, and operate.
I'm excited to have you on as a guest because we've talked to a lot of business owners who have their own business. And it's interesting what you do in a sense that, from what I gather, people who are thinking about owning a franchise might come to you for advice.
There's no question. You know, our ideal client is one that wants to explore the benefits of owning a business. They don't quite understand the organized process to do that, or whatever it is that they might think about or perceive might be overwhelming to them. And what we do is educate them. We take them through this process in a very orderly fashion. We help them discover, as well for us to know, what are their skills, what are their best resources, and then we match them again to the best opportunities that we think they will be most suited to be successful in.
Gotcha. My business, Blank Stage, of course, is it's not a franchise, and it's something that I've had to build and had to put a lot of processes together. What would be the benefit for someone who was thinking about maybe starting their own business versus going in and looking into a franchise opportunity?
Well, that's a great question, and it's one that we like to answer, but I think it comes down really to one point of issue, and that is risk minimization. When you think in terms of what a franchise offers, it's a system. It's a system that has been proven, it's replicatable. It should work given that the demographics are the same, no matter if it's being done in Cheyenne, Wyoming, or Metro New York. When you start a business, you really have to be prepared as the entrepreneur to anticipate all the needs of that business. And we both know that real creative people are probably not all the time very good business people. And that's where the failings really, they begin very early on. The unfortunate thing is they are hardly recognized until somewhere deeper down the path, when the chance of recovering from those kinds of issues are less and less, and therefore the high rate of failure. So franchising really is for the person that wants to come in and doesn't necessarily have a need or a desire, nor the ego, to bring something out of the ground conceptually and then formalize it into an ongoing business enterprise. And because of that, and because the things are already in place, they need only really to follow a good dose of discipline and operate that business like all others operate. And in doing so, playing in bounds, if you will, their chance of being a successful entrepreneur are enhanced. Now, I don't think you heard me at any point here talk about guaranteeing your success, because the operator is still the wild card. No matter how strong the system, the results really are left to the entrepreneur on how he or she might apply their skills to the success formula of the business.
I have had a lot of consultants come on the show and talk about how you can build your business from the ground up, starting with and creating a manual to operate your business. And that's something that I'm working on right now. And it takes a lot of work for me to put this down on paper, where if I were to have a franchise or someone were to have a franchise, I think, like you just mentioned, I want to make sure the point is made. There's a manual, there's systems, proven systems in place that...
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And then beyond that, I mean, you have to think of the other issues as well that on a short list might include franchises are much easier to finance. Banks have a much better feeling, given the minimization of the risk factor. They're more willing to lend to a franchise system and to a new franchise operator because it's already been proven to be successful. So finance is a big thing. Also location in a retail franchise. If you go out in any street America today and you look at a well-developed commercial or retail shopping center, almost all of them are franchise brands. And the reason is an obvious one. If you're that real estate developer, you have a much better assurance that there's going to be life sustainable through that lease period without the change, without it being vacant, without you having to remarket that, because the success rate, again, being so much higher in a franchise system. So it's everything that we spoke about, and then it's sometimes the things that only a consultant will bring to the attention of the entrepreneur, but these things are very, very meaningful, not only as their choice as whether they want to create or operate a franchise system, but also fundamentally from, can I get it financed? Can I get the right kind of location? And all those other things that are intended, of course, in the success factor.
Gotcha. All right, so we're going to kind of wind things down here with this segment. Bill, we're going to bring you right back. I want to hear, in your opinion, what's the hottest franchise or business opportunities that you see from your perspective. And later on, we're going to ask you to reveal some tips and tricks on what you think can make a thriving business. What tips can you give the business owner to thrive in this economy? We're going to ask you that a little bit later on.
Happy to do that.
All right.